This octogenarian blowhard is James Carville. James Carville rose to prominence in the early 90s as Bill Clinton's campaign manager, and if you ask me, is one of the major contributing factors to the state of the Democratic Party today and why we have forgotten our roots and have moved further to the right. Listen to what he has to say about the current situation we're in and how us Democrats should be dealing with it.
To play possum. This whole thing is collapsing. It doesn't need Elizabeth Warren and somebody screaming to pacify some progressive advocacy groups in Washington, which, by the way, I wish these people were just useless. They're actually worse than useless, that they're detrimental. And they never, ever learn to shut up. And so, Dan, this is what I believe. I believe that this administration, in less than 30 days, in the midst of a massive collapse, and particularly a collapse in public opinion. So they're not going to be able to get a debt extension. That's pretty clear. I don't think they're going to be able to pass reconciliation, but I'm not sure. But they're going to have to go to Hakeem. And that is going to be the equivalent of stacking arms. It's over.
Well, as you can see by last night's vote here, that Carville was wrong. Johnson did not have to come to Jeffries for support from the Democrats to get their budget passed. They were able to pull it together themselves. So I don't see his prediction of the Trump administration crumbling in the next 30 days coming true. In fact, I see his advice and his predictions to be the death of us. We can't just sit back and let them destroy themselves. We don't have that luxury. That's the old way of thinking. Give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Unfortunately, we give them enough rope, all they do is build a gallows in front of the Capitol and call for the hanging of the vice president. People like him, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, that tell us that we need to be patient and wait for our pitch are delusional. We are not in the same political landscape that we were in the 90s or that we were even back in the 2000s and the 2010s. This is a whole new ball game with dangerous repercussions if we do not act. So to sit there on national television and to write op-ed pieces for the Times saying that we need to just sit back and wait for our pitch is not only suicidal for our cause, but is detrimental and catastrophic for our country.